po sa mga pundasyon ng demokrasya ay check and balance. Naniniwala po ba kayo niya?
Tama po yan, Mr. Speaker.
Kung ang presidente po, ang kanyang pinsang buo ay speaker, at ang kanyang anak ay majority leader, nagkakaroon po ba ng check and balance?
Unang-una po, yes po, dahil unang-una, ang magkakaiba-iba naman po ng jurisdiction, itong ihikatura, legislatura at ihikutibo. Pasensya na, hindi po ako Tagalog, Maranao po ako, kaya ihikutibo at legislatura, Mr. Speaker.
Sa tingin niyo po ba yan ay hindi magdudulot ng pag-abuso?
Wala naman po dahil may internal mechanism and arrangement po ang bawat institution na ito.
For example, bigyan ko yung example, halimbawa, 2023, 2024, 2025. Ang total allocation po ng 1st District of Leyte kay Speaker Martin Romualdez, nung siya ay Speaker, ay 48,243,911,000. Yan po ang total allocation sa loob ng 3 taon. Yan po ang pinakamahirap na probinsya. Swerte na maka 3 bilyon, 4 na bilyon sa isang taon. Bakit nangyari ito? Bakit hindi equitable yung distribution pagdating kay Speaker Romualdez? Dahil siya ba ay pinsan ng presidente?
Hindi po. Ako hindi ko nakikita ng ganyan dahil unang-una
Ano po?
po may proposal po ng National Expenditure Program. Ang National Expenditure Program ay naalat po nila ang kanilang budget sa bawat probinsya based on the recommendation ng Regional Development Corporation. Nandyan po yung wealth ng kanilang area. Nandyan po yung return taxes na kinakukuha. Nandyan po yung lahat po ng mga possible revenues na nakukuha at nabubuo para ibigay po sa share ng isang area na yan. So, hindi ko po alam kung bakit ito magkakaroon ng issue ng check and balances dahil unang-una, magkaiba po ang institution, ang nag-approve naman po ang Kongreso at wala naman pong kinalaman dito ang ating Pangulo pagdating po sa pag-appreciate ng bawat distrito kung kailan o ano ang kanilang magiging proyekto.
Hindi po bang
Sa palagay ko po, that is far-fetched conclusion, Mr. Speaker. I
Hindi po
understand
ba
that they are, Mr. Speaker, allow me first to address this question. I understand that there are members here who are more biased about this and they want to make this as something political. But I don't think this is something that we can actually attribute the President to the issue of the 2024, 25 elections, although this is a separate discussion altogether. But I'm just giving way to our good gentleman because he premised it on the anti-political dynasty. Again, the straight answer is it has no bearing whatsoever. The President being the cousin of the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, how the House of Representatives receives the National Expenditure Program, how the House of Representatives deliberated individual budget of each agencies, how the House of Representatives went on to participate in the bicameral conference, and how the House of Representatives ratified the result of the bicameral conference committee, Mrs.
hindi
Speaker.
po ba ang nagre-rekomenda sa Kongreso ng National Expenditures Program ay ang Pangulo?
It is called the President's budget, Mr. Speaker.
So
but
it
I
is
don't
the
think
President's budget, and it's a fact that 48,243,000 was allocated for the 1st District of Leyte because he is the cousin of the President, and 30 billion was given to the 1st District of Ilocos Norte, the son of the President, and it will not happen if they are not a political dynasty.
Mr. Speaker, if
Family.
I was not observing my Ramadan, Mr. Speaker, I could have also shout as loud as Congressman Irice.
If I may,
but because
if I may,
I'm
Mr.
passing
Sponsor.
a Ramadan, I'm prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Sponsor,
Allow me first, Mr.
allow me
Speaker.
first, may I remind the gentleman to stop, to bring down the decibels a bit. Shouting will not do us an advantage here. Let's debate in a proper way. Just a friendly reminder. Thank you. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.